Hey guys, Mr. Roden here. I'm just set up a PowerPoint here, and I want to show you guys this. So let me go ahead and roll this PowerPoint here, slideshow from the beginning. So okay, let's take a look at this slideshow and see what the eighth grade is all about. All right, so let me introduce myself. I am Mr. Roden. I am the eighth grade team leader. I'm also an eighth grade math teacher, and I'm speaking to you on behalf of all of the eighth grade teachers and staff. So we just want to welcome you guys to the eighth grade. We are so excited to have you guys in person. Starting out the year, we're very excited. It feels like a normal school year. Hopefully, it'll last. It'll stay that way. If not, we'll adjust accordingly. But we're just excited to have you guys in the eighth grade. So first of all, before we get started, just welcome to the eighth grade from all of the eighth grade teachers. Okay, awesome. Now, one thing that we really believe here at Jenkins in the eighth grade staff is you guys are the leaders of the school. You set the example. What you guys do, the seventh and sixth graders will follow. You guys know how school is done here at Jenkins. You know how to you know how to go to lunch. You know how to do all the electives. You just know how to do school. And be a positive leader for those younger kids, because when they see you guys doing the right thing, they probably won't even think about it. They'll just go ahead and do it also. So if we can get you guys on board, I think that is going to really help the just kind of the overall environment here at Jenkins. That includes things like, hey, put those phones away right away. Don't show your phone as soon as you get to school. Put that phone away. Don't ever be caught with your phone in the hallway or anything like that. We put our phones away in their lockers, and we don't use phones here at Jenkins. We stay on the correct side of the hallway. On the right side. We walk on the right side so others can pass. We're quiet in the hallways when we're transitioning between electives and cores and lunch. We're nice to each other. We help each other out. We look out for each other. Those are all things that leaders do, positive leaders. And we want you guys to be positive leaders. And that's everyone. It doesn't just have to be the official representatives at Jenkins. We're talking every student can be a positive leader. And you guys really do make a difference, whether you think so or not. People are watching you. And what you guys do makes a huge difference here at Jenkins. Okay, one thing that we want you to be here in eighth grade, we all want you to be successful. The teachers, the staff, everybody, the administration wants you guys to be successful in eighth grade. We don't want anyone to have a bad eighth grade year. We never want you to walk away from Jenkins after your eighth grade year and say, you know what, that just wasn't a very good year. I didn't feel like I learned much, or I just didn't feel welcomed, or what we want you guys to say at the very end of the year is that was the best year of school we've ever had. And that's what our goal is here as the eighth grade staff. We want you guys to have a great year. We want you to be successful. We want you to have fun. We want you to feel good about this year. And so what we want to do now is just kind of show you some things that can help you be successful in the eighth grade. All right. Now, these seem pretty simple, but they really are such a huge part of being successful at Jenkins. And the first thing that we find is eighth graders really struggle to be on time here sometimes at Jenkins. Partly is you're walking all the way. Some of you, like between electives, you're walking from the gym or the choir room or the band room or art or the lunch room. That's a long way to go all the way down to your class in the eighth grade. And we also all take the stairs, and it gets a little crowded in there. So sometimes being to class on time can be a challenge, but we still expect you guys to be on time to class. So please be on time to class. Make it every effort. You're not going to have the time to talk to your friends as much. There's just not as much time. You have to get what you need and head to your class and be to class on time. I think, the biggest struggle eighth graders have over the years we've noticed. Stay in class as much as possible. So I'm going to talk about consequences in here in a minute, but these are just the expectations right from the front. So we expect you to be to class on time, but we also expect you to be in class as much as possible. Now we realize, hey, we're human beings and we have natural, sometimes we need to use the facilities, or we got to go get a drink of water, or we left something in our locker, or you left something in another classroom or something like that. Those things happen. We understand that. But we want to minimize those things as much as possible, because the more you're in class, the more you're going to learn. You don't want to miss out because you were in the hallway or you weren't where you were supposed to be. So please be to class on time, stay in class as much as you possibly can, and then also be responsible in the hallways. That means if you do leave your class, that you go out quickly, take care of it, and get back to class. Don't wait. Don't wait. Just get back to class. Don't mess around in the bathrooms. Don't look in other classrooms, or bug people in other classes. Don't be a distraction to other kids in classes in the hallways. Take care of your business and get back to class as fast as you can. Now, we believe that we want you to be responsible, but we will hold you guys accountable for your tardies and in being in class. So what you get is 4 tardies per class per quarter. Okay? On the 5th tardy, what will happen is you will get a call home. You probably will get a call home on the 4th tardy as a warning, saying the next time you are tardy, you are going to be put on the no hall pass list. The hall no pass list. And what the no pass list is your name is put on a list that every one of your teachers will see, and those teachers will not let you leave the classroom without an adult escort. And adult escorts are kind of hard to come by sometimes, so you're going to have to wait a while to even leave the classroom. So if you are tardy more than 4 times per quarter, plan on not leaving the classroom unless it's an emergency and being escorted by an adult, because you are showing that you're not being responsible with your time, and so therefore you need to be supervised by an adult, which no one wants that. But if you can't show us that you're responsible, we will have supervision for you in the hallways. You can also be put on the no pass list for being irresponsible in the hallways and just kind of basically abusing the hallways as a privilege. If we can't trust you to be out of class, or you can't trust you to be responsible in the hallway, then you will be limited to the hallway as much as possible. So don't be on the no pass list, because that's not fun. Students don't like that. All right, the next thing is behavior and the social contract. Guys, we're going to make a social contract with Mr. Joyner this year up in the cafeteria later. And we're all, as an 8th grade, the teachers and Mr. Joyner, and also probably Mr. Anderson is going to be involved with this, your grade level administrator. Mr. Janis probably will be involved with this because he's your grade level counselor. And all the 8th grade teachers, we're all going to come together with you guys, and we're going to agree upon an 8th grade social contract that will be standard in every single classroom this year. And that's a little different than what we've done it in the past. We expect you to respect the social contract from the beginning. But especially when we make this new one, we expect all students to respect this contract. And if you don't, we will be holding you responsible for your part of the contract. We will keep our part of the contract. The teachers will keep their part. Mr. Joyner and Mr. Anderson will keep their part. Mr. Janis will keep his part. And we expect you guys to keep your part. So there are progressive discipline steps, and your teachers will go through that with you in their classroom, and they'll tell you, who is the breakout room, where if you can't, your warning and your questions that you're going to be asked, your CKH questions you'll be asked, and then you'll be stop locations, and then just going down that list. We will use those lunch detentions. That we will have lunch detention this year in the 8th grade. So We will hold you responsible. We don't like having consequences, but we also don't mind using them if if the social contract is not upheld. So don't make that a big deal. Most students never have to worry about consequences in the 8th grade. A few do, and hopefully we use those consequences to teach and hopefully you can grow and not have to keep making those same mistakes. Okay, so again, respect that social contract because we will hold you accountable for it. Another thing that we really want you to focus on this year in 8th grade is 7th period. Take advantage of 7th period. It's such an important time. We don't like to load kids up with hours and hours of homework. We want you to get as much done in at Jenkins so you can go home and do your other activities that I know a lot of you are involved with a lot of activities outside of school. Some of you just like to go outside and do things, video games, whatever you like to do that's not school related. Take care of your business first here at Jenkins and then enjoy your time outside of Jenkins. Because once you have your work done here, you can go and do other things. You don't have a ton of homework. Sometimes you might still have some homework if there's a big project due or there's a math test the next day, or sometimes you have to do a little extra studying out of school. But we're trying to limit that as much as we possibly can. So take advantage of that. So what'll happen is your teacher will do a skill at the beginning until 3:05. At 3:05, there's going to be like a virtual passing period. Most likely you will not be leaving the classroom unless you have a specific pass from a teacher that says, hey, I need to see this student personally in my class. Other than that, you can go and visit your teacher's WebEx room and you can get help from your teacher after 3:05 in their WebEx room. All right. So take advantage of that. If you don't need help, just get to work. And if you're done with all your work, make sure you're done with all your work. Bring a book to class and read it. Okay, so we really want you guys to be responsible and take advantage of your 7th period because from 3:05 to 3:40, that's your time. That's your time to get stuff done, and we can help you with that time, but you have to be responsible and really use that time to your advantage. Okay. All right. Let's do this 8th grade thing this year, guys. We want you guys to win in 8th grade. Winning can be in a sport, but it can also be just doing a good job and at the end of the year feeling really good about ourselves and saying, hey, that was a great year. I learned a lot. I had a lot of fun. We like to have fun in the 8th grade. We will be doing some incentive days where you guys can, if your grades are good, we can get you guys together and hang out and watch movies and things like that. And we'll start that up here and we'll talk about that more in the next couple of weeks. But as far as we want you guys to have a winning year this year and have a positive 8th grade experience. And I think if these things we've just talked about and as your teachers explain more in their class and the specific things they need from you in their classes, if you can do those things, we're going to have a great year. And we're going to, at the end of the year, we're going to look back and say, hey, this school year was an awesome year. And we are going to miss you guys because you're such an awesome class. Okay. So again, this is Mr. Roden, and thanks for watching. And we will see you guys. And we're looking forward to working with you guys this year in the 8th grade. All right. Take care. See you later. Bye.